students, I have a quick video for you in terms of terms and elements you might find in arguments in different sources and different textbooks, and want to keep you informed and all of these terms connected so you know what they're talking about and what they mean. So we're going to start off first with claim, thesis, and position. Claim is what you are trying to prove. Thesis would be, your assertion. You might hear position. This is your take on the issue or the problem. All of these are interrelated, and you might see these terms used more or less interchangeably. Next, we have reasoning, evidence, and warrant. Reasoning, evidence, and warrant are all interrelated. You might also hear evidence referred to as supports or support for your argument. You might also hear justifications. Reasoning is that logical connection between your claim and your evidence. What's the relationship? What's the connection between these two things? And how does your evidence support your claim? Your evidence is all of your information that supports your claim overall, and your evidence might include facts, judgments or assumptions, testimony, which might be narratives, or expert testimony, which would be the quotes and things you use to inform your argument. And again, facts might be data, statistics, other kinds of information. That's your sourcing. Now, your warrant is how your claim and your evidence are connected. This is the why between your evidence and how your evidence supports your claim. Why does your evidence support your claim? That's your warrant. You might also see assumptions as something you have to address. Assumptions are the things that you assume to be true, and you don't have to give them additional evidence. You're just assuming that everyone is going to say this is okay, the foundation, we all assume this to be true. You might also hear the term counterargument. Counterarguments are the responses that could negate or nullify or weaken your argument. You have to acknowledge your counterarguments in an argumentative paper or argumentative writing or argument in general, so that you can say, hey, here's some other takes, here's some other perspectives on the issue, but here's why my position, my argument, my claim is the best plan to set forth, and my plan is the best. Also, qualifiers. Qualifiers are the things that limit your argument. This is kind of how you hedge your bet, so to speak. The circumstances, this is you defining the circumstances when it's not relevant to your particular circumstance. You're going to use terms like most, often, sometimes. This is you making sure that you're not talking in absolutes. In argument, you might hear the term common ground. This is something you're trying to work towards. You're trying to get to a mutually agreed upon position for all the parties involved in the argument. And this common ground is what you can all agree upon. You might also see in writing implications or discussion. These are the outcomes or end result of what happens after the action, after your argument. And this is what you should do, or what we should do as an outcome of the results. In terms of results are the findings. If you're talking in a research paper or research findings, that's what you've determined from your experiment. And your outcomes, same basic idea. Results, outcomes, implications, discussion. It's you saying, okay, this is what we found out, and now this is what we're going to do as a result of the information that we've just found out. I hope all of the Star Wars sounds that are coming from upstairs weren't too distracting. I gave the children 2 lightsabers and said, have fun. Maybe that wasn't the best choice.